I'm Drew.
And I'm Riley.
In this video, we will earn Lupe's petal, which is the light blue petal on your daisy flower.
We will start by reading her story.
Let's read the story.
A fair turn in the flower garden. It was a cool, breezy day in the daisy flower garden. The flower friends were ready to have some fun. I have an idea, Lupe the lupine told the rest of the flower friends. Let's play a game of tag. I'd like to jump rope, Jerry said. And maybe we could swing or go on the slide, Clover said. How about playing hopscotch? Tula asked. I think that would be the most fun. All of those games sound fun, Lupe said. Why don't we take turns? That sounds great, Clover said. Everyone will get a chance to play the game they like the most. Rosie nodded. I'm glad you came up with that idea, Lupe. It's very fair. Okay, everyone, Lupe said. Let the games begin. Jerry, why don't you go first? Lupe grabbed one end of the jump rope. Tula grabbed the other end. Jump, Jerry, they cried. Jump, jump, jump. Soon it was Clover's turn to pick a game. Let's play tag, she said. I'm it. You can't catch me. Lupe called out as she ran around the oak tree and past the bird bath. That's when Lupe saw 4 pigeons flying down from the sky. They were delivering a large box, right to the Flower Friends' front gate. The box was from Dairyland Farm. The Flower Friends had visited the farm on a cross-country road trip. A note on the box said, Dear Flower Friends, here is some freshly made cheese. We hope you enjoy it. Be sure to share. What a wonderful surprise, Lupe said. Then her stomach rumbled. I'm really hungry, she thought. Maybe I could just eat a little bit of cheese right now. I could cover it up so that others wouldn't notice I took a bite. Lupe began to open the box. Then she stopped. This present is for everyone, she thought. It wouldn't be fair to eat some by myself, and it wouldn't be honest to pretend I hadn't eaten any. She carried the box to where the other flower friends were playing. Look at what we got, she called out. Let's all have a snack. Everyone chatted and laughed as they nibbled on different kinds of cheese. I'm so glad that I waited to share this, Lupe thought as she watched her friends having a good time. It's much more fun, and it's fairer too. The end.
That was a great story, Riley.
It really was.
When did Lupe show that she was honest and fair?
She showed that she was honest and fair when she recommended that everyone take turns picking the game that they wanted to play, so everyone got to do what they wanted. And she also showed when the cheese arrived, she didn't take some and try and cover it up. She was honest and she brought it back and let everyone have some.
How do you think the flower friends would have felt if Lupe had opened the present without them? How do you think Lupe would have felt if she had not shared the present?
I think that the flower friends would have been very sad because it was a present for all of them, and I think they also might have been a little upset with Lupe as well because it wouldn't have been fair to them and it wouldn't have been honest that she lied about it. And I think it would have made Lupe feel a lot worse. And I think that in the end, she was happy that she shared the present. When have you been honest and fair? How did it feel? The next step in earning Lupe's petal is to act out her story with your daisy friends. Each girl got a different part, and if you have a whole bunch of girls in your troop, you connect it out multiple times so each girl gets a chance to play a role. That's the fair thing to do. Have fun performing your skits. We'll see you back here in a little bit. The next thing that we'll be doing is a craft about different ways to be honest and fair in your day-to-day life. What you're going to need for this is 2 pieces of colored paper. Now keep in mind, I will be recreating Lupe's petal. If you want to do a different flower, then you can. I would recommend Lupe's flower since that is what this petal is. But you will get a piece of colored paper for your flower and a green piece of paper for your stem. You will also need scissors and something to draw, just a pencil. The first thing that we'll be doing is drawing and cutting out our flower on our piece of colored paper. Once you are done, it may look something like this. Keep in mind, you can do other flowers if you want. This is the shape that I will be doing. The next step in completing this craft is to cut out the stem out of our green paper. When you cut out the stem, make it long enough so you can add some petals to it. Also add a piece at the top so you're able to easily glue the flower on. That is the next step. We will be gluing the flower that we made on top of the stem. Once you have done that, it may look something like this. The next step is to cut out 5 fairly large petals of the same color that you did your flower in. My petals look like this. Petal like this with a little bit at the end so you're able to glue it onto the stem. The next step after you've completed cutting out your petals is to glue them along the stem. Once you are done, it may look something like this. I have also gone and outlined the petals so you can just see it a little bit better. The next step is to write 5 different ways to be honest and fair on each of those petals. Once you are done, it may look something like this. These are examples of different things you could put on your petals. Make sure you're not copying directly off what I've written. You may use ideas from some of them, but make sure they're what you're going to do to be honest and fair, and you came up with them. Once you are done, you will also add your name, and you can add a couple of cute drawings at the end or around it if you would like. The last step in this craft is optional. You may add a background. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But at this point, unless you're adding a background, you are done with the craft, so congratulations. Once you have completed the flower, and if you wanted to glue it to a back piece, done that, you are done with the craft. The last step in earning Lupe's petal is to actually practice being honest and fair. One thing you could do is you could play a game like musical chairs, red light, green light, or duck, duck, goose with your Daisy friends. Learn the rules and actually follow them as you play. Another thing you could do is the next time you and your friends play together, let everyone take a turn choosing what to play. The last option to complete this is at your next Daisy meeting, when you have snacks, make sure to share them equally with everyone.
Once you've completed those steps, pull out the pipe cleaner that you've had for every meeting and your light blue bead. Put the light blue bead on, slide it all the way down.
Once you are done, it will look like this. Once you have completed that, you are completely done with Lupe's petal. Congrats, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!
Bye!